What's going on YouTube? My name is Abe with LTH, and in this video playlist, I want to teach you guys about hardening your OPNsense firewall. This is good for normal traffic because Suricata can still scan your private traffic, but if you also are going to open up services and ports through a DMZ or whatever to friends, family, what have it, having some type of intrusion prevention system and rules are good. Also, do not forget, we do have step-by-step instructions as copyable commands for every single one of our videos linked down below on our website. And please like, comment, and subscribe and follow our data center project. We have a playlist going over this and updates, but we're essentially trying to start a community-funded data center where you can send or host services for a very affordable price with your privacy in mind and no big conglomerate company involved to steal your data or process it for like AI these days. So the first thing we need to do is log in to our OPNsense machine. And once you're logged in, before you ever make any changes to a firewall, especially something so critical, we want to make a backup of our current configuration settings because this is a known good state. So what you're going to do is go to System, Configuration, Backups, and then click Download Configuration. And then if you mess anything up, you could upload a file to a fresh install and restore to that known good configuration. So now that that's done, what we're going to do is navigate to our Services tab, our Intrusion Detection, and our Administration tab. And once you're under here, you're going to change three things. Enable the Suricata Intrusion Detection System, enable protection mode, which blocks traffic, and then set the interfaces you would like it to scan. So I wanted to scan inbound and outbound on LAN and WAN for our rules that we're about to set here right now. So the next thing we need to do is go to the Download tab, and I will have a table on the website linked down below of the ones I enabled. But it's essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different rule sets, which comes out to a little bit over 33,000 rules. And so you'll click those like bot CC, attack response, denial of service, common exploits, malware, scans, SNMP, SQL, TFTP, and web server related vulnerabilities. And then once those are all selected, you'll click Enable Selected, give it a couple minutes to download, and go to your Rules tab, and all your rules will be found here. Just like so. And we can see we have, I guess it's 31,000 different entries, and those will all be enabled. And so the next thing that we're going to do is we want to schedule updates for these rules as they come out. And so if we click the Schedule tab, we'll notice that it takes us over to our System, Settings, Cron jobs over on the left. And just copy this. Enable, we are going to say at the 0 minute of the 0 hour of the first day of the month, for every single month, I want you to do a update of the intrusion detection rules. So this will auto update your rules every single month on the first month. Okay? Now, let's verify that these are working. So how can we verify them? Well, the first thing we need to do is go under System, go over to Settings, Administration, and we're going to need to enable our SSH. So enable Secure Shell, permit root login, and permit, password login. We will turn this off at the end of this video, but just for test's sake, go ahead and do that. And then after you save that at the bottom, we're just going to click our Windows key, CMD, open this up. I'm going to do Control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to make this a little bit bigger for you guys. And we're going to SSH the username at our OPNsense box IP. And then type in our password. And once we're logged in, what we're going to do is select 8 for shell. And then within this shell, we are going to paste this command. Curl test my NIDS, my network intrusion detection system, with enter. And if we go back over to our site, remember, we're going to go back over to services, intrusion detection, administration, go to the alerts tab, and we can see that this rule did indeed fire on our WAN port, so we know it's working. And you can click view to see all the information about this alert, as well as the action. So you could switch this to drop instead of alert if you would like to do so. So once again, the last thing we need to do is turn off our SSH, again under System, Settings, Administration, scroll down, turn these 3 off, and click Save. All right, that's it for this video. Please stay tuned for future videos, like I said, like network level IP blocking, dynamic blocking, and contextual awareness filtering. My name is Abe, signing off with another video. Thank you for watching.